Stop! You're embarrassing yourself, Mr. President. All Republicans out there, we gotta stop supporting him. If he doesn't want these Epstein Files released, stop supporting him.
And now he says, if you're not on board with the Epstein cover-up, oh, I don't want your support. You're a weakling. Fuck you. Fuck you. You suck. You are fat. You are a joke. You are stupid. You are not funny. You are not as smart as you think you are.
Do that. I'm sorry. And everybody always thinks that we're always on the Trump train and we don't have any criticism. I'm sorry, bro. You don't do that shit. You don't spit in our faces. Everything that we've been through. Pat, I've lost not only friendships, I've lost family members.
What's up, guys? Trump called his own fan stupid and weak. Now they are very angry. Let's watch what's happening. Remember, the credit goes to the original owner of the video. I'll be back.
Stop! You're embarrassing yourself, Mr. President. You're embarrassing yourself. He doesn't want your support if you want the Epstein Files released. He called you a weakling because you want these files released of these bad people that did bad things. That's what your president just said to you. Well, I'm going to be honest with you. If I had to vote for him again, I wouldn't. Am I still going to be a Republican? Of course I am. Of course I am. But all Republicans out there, we got to stop supporting him. If he doesn't want these Epstein Files released, stop supporting him. Stop voting for his bills. Stop everything until he releases the files. And anybody he supports, don't vote for them. Vote for the other Republican. Enough is enough. The American people are sick of the elite, the celebrities getting away with stuff like this. People need to be in handcuffs and jail. I said what I said, Mr. President. You're embarrassing yourself and the American people. I said what I said.
Take a listen to how Trump's own voters are describing their own emotions right now on right-wing political call-in shows.
I feel really betrayed, and I feel really, really angry. We have a president who tells us to move on from Epstein because it doesn't matter. Are you guys still talking about this seriously? And yet he still talks about the 2020 election fraud. He talks about the Hunter Biden laptop. He talks about all this stuff from 5-6 years ago, and he tells us to move on from the Epstein trial or the Epstein case. People like me will not stop talking about this. I feel so betrayed and so angry. This is not what I voted for.
This is shocking. These people love Trump. They voted for him. They loved him for years. And now he says they are stupid. That is really hard to hear. Let's watch the clip. Remember, the credit goes to the original owner of the video. I'll be back in the few minutes.
Oof, Trump supporters, are you okay? It's been a really rough morning for you. Your guy, Donald Trump, has already called you weaklings for caring about Jeffrey Epstein. He said he doesn't want your support anymore. Ouch. And now this.
This morning, you mentioned past supporters when you were talking about the Epstein issue. Does that mean that you're effectively disowning any supporters who are now calling?
I lost a lot of faith in certain people, yeah. I lost because they got duped by the Democrats.
He was just asked if he was disowning you, and he said yes. Oh, I'm sorry, that's gotta really hurt. Also, he thinks you're really stupid. I love that he's trying to now blame this on Democrats when it was him and his people, Dan Bongino, Kash Patel, Pam Bondi, who have been talking about this relentlessly, but suddenly they got 3 minutes out of the Epstein video and you guys figured it out, and now they're like, there's nothing to see here. I'm sorry they think you're so dumb. I know you're not. Maybe it's time to reassess. Also, you know what I just found out today? According to Epstein himself, he's the one who introduced Donald Trump and Melania. He did. That's, woof, it's kind of icky, isn't it? Kind of sucks when you find out that your guy is the deep state.
Honestly, and if you watch my show, you know I've been very critical. I've never been this far. This just goes to show this entire thing has been a scam. When we look back on the history of populism in America, we are going to look back on the MAGA movement as the biggest scam in American history. And the liberals were right. the MAGA supporters were had. They were. When we look back in history, we will see Trump as a scam artist who served as a vehicle for this rather than the other way around. We were not the vehicle for Trump. Trump was the vehicle for all of us. Your supporters stuck with you through everything. Stormy Daniels, the Steele dossier, the impeachments, the insurrection. I mean, his supporters stuck with him through everything, even his failures. He says they will never learn. It's like, hey, dumbass, your supporters stuck by you through everything.
You can see their faces. They are sad and angry. They give Trump their full support. But now he talks bad about them. That's not fair. Let's keep watching the clip. I'll be back.
Trump and Trumpism and MAGA, because this news takes all the news. I promise you. And please, if you enjoy my content, interact with this video. I remain in algorithm hell. The Epstein Files. The Epstein Files. Donald Trump has come right out and said he has no use for anybody who believes in the Epstein Files. He says he doesn't want their support anymore. The Trump voters, the MAGA, if they were concerned about the Epstein Files and have been waiting for them to be released. He says that they, MAGA, are falling for a radical left hoax. We made it all up? That these files contain nothing but Democrats? Edophile Democrats? We made that up? We made that up to help Trump get in office? I cannot tell you. Narcissists cut everybody off eventually when they have no use for them anymore. It's the most toxic personality disorder. And he has now cut off, I'd say, the majority of his base. This is like telling people over the course of 10 years that Jesus is coming on this specific date and Jesus is going to save everybody who's worthy of going to heaven and everybody else is going to be cast into hell. And then when that date comes, Jesus himself shows up and said, "You're all a bunch of fucking idiots. None of this was true. You guys fell for a hoax from the left." And when I say Jesus, I'm talking about Donald Trump.
Okay, now they are saying we will not forget the Epstein Files. They feel hurt. They feel used. They want the truth now. They want a really answer. Let's continue to watch the clip.
Because in this whole Epstein conspiracy that was painted, that it was only Democrats contained in those files, the Clintons, Podestas, and everybody else, Donald Trump was Jesus. He was supposed to be the end of the Epstein saga. He was supposed to save all the children. He was supposed to take everybody down. He was the hero in this whole conspiracy. And he, Trump, is telling all of his followers that they're weaklings. Weaklings. Go look up his post. Weaklings. But it gets better. 2 different attempts this week were made by Democrats in the House to call for the release of the Epstein Files. They would have included microcassettes and DVDs, which I'm assuming are the depositions and the court testimonies and the evidence on there. CDs, including one labeled Girl Pics Nude Book 4, and computer hard drives. And Republicans both times voted against it. Even our illustrious, I love children so much, Democrats are edophiles, Marjorie Taylor Greene, even refused to hold arguments, debates, back and forth in order to vote on getting these released. And finally, over 60% of Democrats and independents are in total disagreement with how this has all been handled. 60% want these files released. Only 40% of MAGA are disappointed. Less. The Democrats want to save children. The Democrats want justice, both in the House and all of us as voters. I want to see what's in these files. This is fucking crazy. But I just want MAGA to know. He says you're gullible. He says you're a weakling. And he says he doesn't want your support anymore. That's Donald Trump to almost all of his voters, because they all fell for the Epstein conspiracies.
Guys, this is a big moment. Many Trump fans are changing. They feel like he turned his back on them. This time they are speaking loud. Okay, let's continue to watching the clip.
Okay? All right. We were in the trenches with you. Okay, and now what? Because we're questioning one thing. Jeffrey Epstein, suddenly we're the enemy. We're the losers. We're the idiots. Look away. Shut up. It's Russia collusion. That's horse shit. Okay? This Epstein's been going on since early 2000s. What? Maybe even the 90s he was doing this perverted stuff. You don't get to do that. I'm sorry. And everybody always thinks that we're always on the Trump train and we don't have any criticism. I'm sorry, bro. You don't do that shit. You don't spit in our faces. Everything that we've been through. Pat, I've lost not only friendships, I've lost family members I don't even talk to anymore because of this shit. And then you're going to come out and tell us, like, I don't need your support. I don't need you. Okay, have that attitude. And you're going to see it make these people lose. 2006, the midterms, you're going to lose that type of freaking support and anybody attached to his name. If Eric tries to run, if anybody with the Trump name 2028 tries to run, this is going to be hanging over the head because now the trust is lost.
In previous videos, he's a frequent guest of Piers Morgan's, and that was on the Patrick Bet David Pro MAGA podcast. These are iconic MAGA podcasters and influencers, wildly successful, even though I loathe their political views, and they are unapologetically pro-MAGA. And Trump attacking MAGA over the Epstein debacle, as we've discussed in multiple videos, has caused Vinny to have a total meltdown. He is finally speaking up in critical, blunt language against Donald Trump directly. And even Patrick Bet David himself, the calmer voice on the show, but still pro-Trump, he's sounding the alarm as well, both on that podcast and on Twitter, begging Trump to stop.
Let's talk about what we just saw. These people supported Trump for many years. They voted for him. They wore their red hat. They told others to trust him. They were loyal. But now Trump is calling them stupid. He says they are weak. He says they are not good people. That is very painful. Imagine you help someone, you defend them, you speak for them every day. Then one day they say you are dumb, you are weak. That feels like a big betrayal. It hurts so much. Now many Trump supporters are speaking out. They are saying, we give you our vote. We give you our time. And now you treat us like garbage. Some of them are also talking about Epstein Files. They are saying, we want the truth. We are not forgetting this. They are angry, but also they are waking up. They are starting to see something is wrong. They are thinking maybe Trump did not really care about us. Maybe he just used us for power. This is a big moment. People who were silent before are now speaking loudly. This video is not to laugh at anyone. It is to show something real. People are opening their ears. They want answers They want respect. If you are one of these people, I see you. You are not alone. Thank you for watching. Please kindly subscribe and put the comment in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. We want just to reach on 1000. See you for the next video.